It's been reported just recently, I think yesterday in Syrian TV, that the Russians have sent in troops to Syria, which is a very, very, very big story, because while they've been arming Syria, they're now sending in soldiers to help Assad in fighting off the Syrian rebels. I think this is a very big, very significant, because you've only had the U.S. in the Middle East doing this, and now Russia's finally doing this by itself. I personally don't like either side, the main sides in the fight in Syria. So I personally don't believe we have no stake. But it's something big, and Russia obviously wants to. It's in their interests to keep Bashar al-Assad in power. And this is significant because about a month and a half ago, you had reports that the Russians and Iranians were leaving Damascus and leaving Bashar al-Assad to fend off for himself. And this apparently completely destroys those reports. And now it's completely the opposite. Iran's going to get more money and more arms because $150 billion in assets are going to be released to them. So I think Bashar al-Assad's in a very good situation now. I mean, he's still desperate, but he's going to get a lot of help now. And the question is this good, bad for Israel, or neither? And I say neither, pretty much, because both sides are bad.
Well, I think it's pretty bad for Israel, because now that Russia is going to be giving in money into Syria, that money is obviously going to go into Hezbollah, which in effect is going to go into funding, their resistance against Israel. And they're going to build up their arsenal.
But you call it resistance against Israel. Is it really resistance against Israel, or is it just attacking us?
So it's attacking us.
Yeah.
But again, this is what their language would be.
Correct.
They would say resistance. So they're going to build more weapons, and they're going to train more, and they're going to have more experience now. So next time that they go into another war with Israel, they'll be a lot stronger, and they'll be able to take it on. And it's pretty bad. It's very bad.
Yeah, better. The only problem is that the United States and some of its Western allies have been financing the rebels, which are radical Sunni Islamists, the Al-Qaeda, and even some ISIS people have received weapons, whether from weapons dropped in the air, or they've broken off from Al-Qaeda, or the al-Nusra's front in Syria. So I think the problem is that both sides are being funded, and the best thing to do is to not have anybody supporting either side. But because I think the United States and the other Western allies are funding the rebels, I just think this tips the balance a little bit in favor of Assad, because now he's going to get more help. And like I said, because both sides are getting weapons, I personally don't think that it's good or bad for Israel. I just think, hopefully in my view, hopefully both sides fight each other off and weaken each other. That's just all that I can hope for.
War doesn't weaken anybody.
No.
War makes people stronger. It gives people more experience in killing people off. So when they ever go to war, if they go to war against Israel, which Hezbollah will eventually do, they've gained a lot of experience from this war in Syria. They'll definitely be a big adversary for us.
And I just want to mention one more thing, that I believe that the only time that Israel should ever get involved in that mess in Syria is to help the Kurds and the Yazidis. That's the only time, because the Kurds and us, we should be friends. We have been friends in the past. But other than that, we should stay the heck out of that mess. Because both the Sunni Islamist rebels who are fighting Assad and Hezbollah, I believe they're both bad, and there's no good in supporting bad. Bad is bad.